Hello everybody. Today we will see how to fix edge cases easily in DSA interview using a technique which I am calling as code doesn't lie. So we can easily fix null pointer exceptions, array index out of bound, division by zero, stack queue operations and so on. So the idea is that you use a code weight and not the domain of the problem, right? So we'll see it using some examples. So let's say we have this code and you don't know what this code is doing. You don't know what this code is solving. So you don't know the domain of the problem and you read it as an outsider, line by line. So when you look at this code, right, so these are some initializations, nothing breaking here. You have some conditions which we can fix here. And you see this line. So it should ring a bell in your head that if this thing, what if slope is null, right? So because if slope is null, then this thing actually breaks the code. So you fix it. So you add this condition here. And then you see next line, and then again you this piece of code, this pattern should again ring a bell in your head. Then again you have double referencing of next element, right? So this should again ring in your ring a bell in your head, right? Now you move on to this line. You can always compare two variable, nothing breaking here. You can set a flag, nothing breaking it, right? So next we move on to the next example. You have a for loop, regular iteration, nothing breaking here. This line shouldn't break anything as long as data is not null and it has a zero indexable, right? So we are assuming data is actually an argument to this method and we assume that data is same, right? So you can always do this, you can always add two variables and then you see this line and it should ring a bell in your head that if you reference I plus 1 over data, then it will actually give you index out of bound. So what is the way to fix it? You try to fix the code nearest to its most nearest to the place, right? So here we add this line and this fixes this problem. And then you can always compare to variable, nothing breaking. You can do some assignments, nothing breaking. We see the next problem. You don't know what this problem this code is solving, but you're just reading this code as an outsider. And then you can always compare stuff, nothing breaking. You can always append to the stack, nothing breaking. And then when you see this line, this should actually ring a bell in your head because if you pop out of an empty stack, it should throw an error. So how do you fix it? You add this line, right? Similarly, you add this line. Similarly, same concept here, you add this line and this fixes. Then you can always continue, you can always return, you can always break, you can always find out length of a stack and compare it with the number, nothing breaking here. So what we have seen here is that using the code, you are actually fixing the edge cases and you're not thinking from the domain point of view because that will actually make the things more complicated. Thank you. We'll again see you in the next video.